All right, so I have Michelle here, and we are going to do chair today. We have her on one at 2 and one at 3 to start with her step ups here. So she's on the exo chair, so she's going to step her right foot onto that pedal. You can go ahead, you can bring your toes on if that's good for you there. So keeping that pedal pressed down, you're gonna step that left foot up onto here, taking your time, grounding down in that leg. And then when you're ready, you're gonna press all the energy into that left leg as you walk your fingertips up the wall, coming into our step ups, coming up nice and tall. And once you get to the top, you're gonna slowly crawl the hands back down the wall, hovering that pedal. And then we're gonna go ahead and keep lifting. We're gonna do a couple more of those. Taking your time, really pressing down into that left leg. You should feel that quad and that glute going. When you're ready, you're gonna press back down. And then we're gonna go for one more here, really coming up nice and tall. And then taking our time, slowly bringing the body back down. And then to come off, you're gonna bring your hands back to that chair, step that foot back, and then slowly let that pedal come back up. Alright, and then we're gonna come into some hamstring curls here. So we're gonna go 2, 1 at 3. And she's gonna lay down and she's going to put her heels onto the foot pedal, coming into her hamstring curl. So when she's ready, she's gonna put the heels on top of the pedal, scooch up to the chair. Help her enough? Yeah, you're good. Yep. And on her exhale, she's going to press down, coming into that hamstring curl here. Sliding. And then lifting back up, taking your time, getting those hamstrings nice and warmed up here. Breathing it out. Collarbones wide. And bringing it all.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like.
And then one more here, exhale. And then bringing it all the way back. Perfect. That was our hamstring curls, and then I'm gonna move this mat because we're gonna come into some prone work. We're gonna keep the springs at 1 on 3. Move this so she has some room here. Oh, I did too far in.
Yeah,
Okay.
my legs aren't that long.
All right, so you're gonna lay your torso's on top of that chair. So coming into that prone position here, we're gonna come into a 1-arm press. So you're first just going to keep your hands under your shoulders, and on your exhale, you're gonna press the pedal down. And you're gonna keep it right there. So you wanna keep energizing those legs. So point the toes if you can. And then you're gonna take that left hand and you're gonna bring it underneath on top of your forehead, I'm sorry. And then you're just going to bend that right elbow, letting the pedal lift, and then pressing down, exhaling. Keeping energy in those feet. And we're gonna go for a few more here, keeping the spine nice and neutral. And then one more here. Pressing down. And then you can bring the pedal all the way up, bring that hand down. You can bring your feet to the floor, take a second. Alright, now we're gonna come into swan. So keep energy in those legs, pointing the toe, hands are staying on the pedal. You're gonna press the pedal all the way down. Keeping those arms nice and lengthened, you're gonna raise up to the chest, reaching the heart across the room. Heads aligned with the spine, lifting the pedal, and then pressing it back down. Big inhale at the bottom, exhale, you lift up, reach through the chest, heads aligned with the spine. Keeping the legs energized, press down. And then one more here, really reaching, lengthening, and then bring it all the way back down. And then you can go ahead and take a rest for a second. I'm gonna let it go for a second.
That was a lot of weight extension on that.
Okay. So now we're gonna come into our rotation. So we're gonna stay exactly where you are, pressing the pedal all the way down. We're gonna take that right back of the hand to the forehead. That pedal is going to stay down. Energize with the legs. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna open that right side of the body up towards the right side of the room. Extend that right arm out as best you can, staying in rotation. Hand comes back to the forehead, and then you look back down at the pedal. And then we're gonna do that 2 more times. So open out towards the right, getting into those obliques. Reach out nice and long, keep that pedal down, and then bring the palm back to the forehead. Come out of rotation. Last one. We're gonna rotate first, stay rotated, reach. Hand comes back to the forehead, and then we on-rotate, hand comes back to the pedal, and slowly we're gonna roll the body back up. Perfect. I know, that's
Happy that part's
yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 at 2 for pike. So here, this is the cactus on the back of this the chair. So 1 starts at the bottom, 4 starts at the top. We have her on 2 on 2, and she's gonna come into some piking. So you're gonna take 1 foot to press the pedal down, so you can come onto your toes. Both feet will come on. We're coming into a Pilates V, so heels are glued together, toes are on, getting all balanced out there. And then you're gonna grab the sides of the chair here. So find your, I don't see that.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too slippery. I can sleep there.
All right, so finding that balance first. And then whenever you're ready, you're gonna use those abdominals to lift yourself up, coming into a pike. Scoop the belly round the spine, looking through the thighs. And then you're slowly gonna use those abdominals to slowly press that pedal down to a flat back. And again, we scoop up, we lift, howling out that belly, use those abdominals to pull, and then we press down. One more time here, really lifting ourselves up, looking through those thighs, really pull. Nice job. And then we're gonna bring the body back down to that flat back. And then you're gonna take your time, take 1 foot off of that pedal, and then slowly let the pedal come back up.